Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016 Branding Solutions, and we have Monday Night Raw, and we are starting things off in the pre-match show as always, where we have American Alpha versus the Shining Stars. The Shining Stars pick up the win. They are the current tag team champions, so it's to see how well they do against American Alpha, as I'm looking for the next team to go up against the Shining Stars, really. Next up, we have Ty Dillinger losing to TJ Perkins. Slightly disappointing. Not the best match, but it's two young guys I'm going to try and work something out with. The Usos defeat the Ascension, and it's two tag teams that haven't got the best going for them because the Ascension don't have anything really. Their performances are only 30s. The Usos do perform well, but only one of them is stout, and they could be the next contenders for the Shining Stars too. And Sami Zayn defeats Curtis Axel with a hell of a kick, and Curtis and Heath have no chemistry whatsoever. I need to actually remember to take this off. We start the show with 100 rating, as great to see. Here we have Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns having a contract signing, Triple H as the host, and as always they get into a brawl, leading to Triple H making two matches, with the first one starting right away, where we're just going to have Roman Reigns squash Jinder Mahal. It really wasn't that important, this match. It's just one to make Roman look strong. So, next up, Xavier Woods introduces the newest member of the New Day, and that is Rocky Romero. So now the New Day has 4 members. As we know, Kofi is moving on to get into a singles rivalry. So I've got to decide whether to have these two as a tag team, or Romero with Big E, or Romero with Xavier. It's interesting dynamics we've got going on, which we could work with, but it's going to be probably these two versus Shining Stars at the next pay-per-view, which we see happen here. So we book that one in, and the next Raw pay-per-view is Backlash. It's going to be a straight tag team match because it's not going to be special of any sort. So we have New Day 2 versus the Shining Stars. And Stars do have Carlito with them, which is good. So we have Neville defeating Chris Jericho. No, Jericho defeating Neville. Again, they put on good matches, so this is a good start. But we're just going to go to the next section. We just had a gimmick change for Neville. The Social Outcasts come out and attack Neville, and Ty Dillinger runs down to save the day. And I'm going to take the risk and just turn him because I want them as a tag team. And they got compromised, but I'm going to have Dillinger and Neville as a face tag team. And they're going up against the Social Networks next. And we have Big Cass defeating Heath Slater. Again, another simple match just to push one of the tag teams a little bit more. Roderick Strong has been on a good streak, but it ends when Samoa Joe defeats him thanks to distraction by The Miz. And it's yet another person that doesn't click with Samoa Joe, which is disappointing. It doesn't seem to click with anyone, Samoa Joe. And post-match, The Miz and Joe. Well, it's meant to be the other way around, but Sami Zayn and Kingston were meant to chase off Miz and Joe from a beatdown on Roderick Strong. This leads to the match of Kofi Kingston defeating The Miz, and they don't click either, which is good because it wasn't a big main event. Triple H books Dolph Ziggler versus Chris Jericho for the pay-per-view, which has been building up over the last few weeks, and these two have great chemistry, so they will be used well in this pay-per-view. I'm probably going to make this a Money in the Bank qualifying match at the pay-per-view. Dolph Ziggler loses to Kevin Owens, and Chris Jericho distracted him. Again, I'm trying to push out Owens to the roof, so this makes perfect sense. And Dean Ambrose defeats Kurt Angle with the Dirty Deeds. I wanted to see if these two worked again, because Kurt can move into the main event soon. And post-match, Roman Reigns attacks Dean Ambrose, put him through a table, which is pretty much how things happened with him and AJ. We're going to have a guess at what we reckon the rating will be. I reckon it could actually make it 280s. It's an 81, which is brilliant show. And we'll go back to the main screen to see where things go from here.